Death. Well, I mean, I think about death a lot. It's very interesting. I'm probably thinking about it a lot less lately than I usually do. But yeah, I mean, I kind of, it's in that realm. It comes from that realm of thought of, well, people out there die young and have, it's like there is some kind of thing where it's like, I need to be okay with death in any form that it may come, and I don't remember. I remember watching some docuseries, and it was a really horrific tale about an elderly person that was really brutally murdered, and it's just so gut wrenching because it's like you can live 80 years, and you think, well, that was my life, not realizing that probably the most significant part of it is that last thing, the thing at the very end. And I don't know, I can't even explain the twisting in my stomach that it made me feel this, just the sense of like, why does someone have to go through that? Why? And I think there is that sense of like, well, that's on the table. And in a way, I feel like by not accepting that can happen to me and saying, well, it's okay if that happens to me in a weird way. And I don't know how anyone else would react to this, I feel in a way it's the respectful thing to the respectful way to address your feelings towards those people. I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if that's right. It's such a weird mirage in my mind, but it's like this, if I look at some things as being you know, the short end of the stick, it's like, why did I get the short end of the stick? And it's like, well, if I don't look at it as the short end of the stick, and I say, well, I have to be okay with that happening to me. In a way, if I am, that if it does happen to me, if my loved ones know that, they know that I knew that was part of the deal, and I think that they can be a little more at peace with it. I mean, really, death mostly affects the living. It's we who are left behind that have to deal with that. Now, horrific, painful deaths also affect those going through it. It's like that's, whatever my feelings are about it, don't spare this person who went through it. It doesn't make it okay. It's really more for me than it is for them. It is for me. It's not for them, really. And that, so I don't know. I don't know, but there is something in me that feels like, I guess it's that sort of sense. There's some sense of justice in me. I think it's kind of got to tether into like the survivor guilt area of like, why should someone else go through that? What, why should they be so alone in that experience? If I approach life with a sense of, well, that is part of the deal. I exist in this world and it can get ugly and I don't have any control of that, and that can happen. I accept that. And I say, well, if it happens to me, that's okay. Hopefully I can handle it. I mean, I probably can handle it. What happens when I don't handle it? I die. You're either one threshold. You're either handling it and it's excruciating, or you die. This is really morbid, by the way. And I really hope this is not triggering and upsetting to anyone listening. I apologize if it is, but I guess that
it's reality.
It's wanting to I guess it's really comes from this compelling feeling of like not wanting people to be alone in those moments. And it's, I guess it's the closest I feel like I can get to that feeling. And maybe it's only self-serving and it only helps me, but I really don't know what that is. It's a weird, nebulous kind of abstract thought that really fucks with my head and twists me up inside.